How many of you have a right to become father? According to Srimad Bhagavatam, if you give birth to a child, you are the Brahma of the child. Be sure that you can show your child the path of liberation. Unless you are able to do so, Bhagavata doesn't give you the status of a father. And similarly, a guru must be able to liberate the Shishya from the clutches of death. Otherwise, he is not a guru. Let him resign his portfolio and go away. The deity also will not be a deity unless it is able to give you the message of liberation. What a great statement. You don't like it? Boliye na? Do you like or dislike it? So he goes and approaches, he doesn't find anybody. He has a father, he has a mother, he has a wife, he has a husband. It is a she has a husband. All these people are not able to fulfill his requirement. So he goes to the Guru. And you know what is this Guru type? A beautiful description. Shanta mahamto nibhasanti santo vasandaval lokahitam charantaha tirna swayam bhima bhavarnabam janan ahedunanyanapi tarayantaha. The real preceptors, the gurus of our land, they are like this, he says. Shanta mahamto nivasanti santo.
Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo.
Shanta mahamto nivasanti santo.
Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha. Vasantavat
Lokahitam charantaha.
Lokahitam charantaha.
Tirna swayam Bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Ahedunanyanapi
tarayantaha.
Shanta mahamto nivasanti santo.
Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha.
Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Ahedunanyanapi tarayantaha.
Ahedunanyanapi tarayantaha.
This is a verse I like very much. Its meter, the words used, the alliteration that is contained there. Shanta mahamto nivasanti santo. Santaha. I think this word is very much in the north. We never use it. We call it very rarely Sajjanas. Sant. The Mahatmas are there. Santaha. They alone are really living in this world. All the others are dying. They alone are all the others are asantaha. Shanta mahamto nivasanti. They are really people nivasanti. They are not merely living. They are living in a benevolent manner, helping the others, being a shadow to the others, being a support, a succour to the others. All the others are selfish to the core. What? Selfish to the core. Without selfishness, there is nothing in a household. Yajnavalkya tells Maitreyi, what? Na patyuhu kamaya patih priyo bhavati. If a woman loves her husband, it is not for the sake of the husband. It is because he is my husband. What? Huh? It is my husband. So are you loving your minus or are you loving the husbandness? Na patyuhu kamaya patih priyo bhavati. Na jayayaha kamaya jaya priya bhavati. If you love your wife, it is because she is my wife. The moment she becomes different, I have no love for her. Atmanaha kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Everything is loved because we love. I like it, therefore I love it. Suppose I dislike it, I don't love it. Everyone's love is restricted, limited, conditioned, to the extent it is pleasing and delightful to him. Where is the person who is loving the whole universe? Because just like I am a member of my house, just like I am a member, I am a member of my family. My family is a member of the society. The society is a member of the nation. The nation is a member of the globe. And the globe itself is a member of the wider universe. So when are you going to lift your identity from that household member identity to the universal identity? Kabhi hota hai kya? Huh? Boliye na. Why are you keeping quiet? Have you told your child, you are born of me, my dear child, but you are a citizen of the country and the world. And the world. Has any mother told the child, you are my child, you should give me the last water? This is what we are saying. Selfishness alone to the core. How can they be Mahatmas? Shanta Mahamto Nivasanti Santo. These are the great people who live in this world, beautifully, ornamenting, decorating, enriching, empowering, enlightening, blessing the world. Mahantaha, because they have a great aim, a great goal in life. Others have what kind of an aim? Customary and conventional. Somehow I must find a job. And I must have some saving, by hook or crook. Then at least one building, preferably 2 for my 2 sons. This is our feeling. Nothing beyond. Finally, what are you going to do? Occupy perhaps about 7 feet of earth in the cremation ground. इतना ही तो होता है, इससे अधिक क्या है? कुछ तो नहीं है. So many people have lived and so many people have died and gone. I am also going to be added to that list. You don't know your grandfather's father. Do you think your grandson's son will know you? Huh? You tell me. Who was your grandfather's father? How was he looking? What all he did? कुछ तो हम नहीं जानते हैं. तब हमारी कहानी कौन सुनेगा? बोलने के लिए कौन रहेगा? थोड़ा सोच लीजिए ना. Whereas Shankara wrote this Viveka Chudamani text 1200 years back, and we are studying it so studiously and assiduously now. Suppose he had constructed 2 buildings, he had got married. It would have been demolished at least 10 years, within 10 years after his death. Nobody has been able to demolish it. It is still there. Shanta Mahamto Nivasanti Santo. They are the people who have Shanti, Shantaha. The word literally means Shamaguna Anvidaha. Theirs is the mind from where no desire ever sprouts. They have nothing like possessiveness, desirefulness, and ego. The 3 things to be dropped from the human mind to be enlightened is desire, possessiveness, and ego. When that possessiveness and desirefulness, both of them go away, one becomes Shanta. Shanta Mahamto Nivasanti Santo Vasantavad Lokahidam Charantaha. They are the people who promote, sustain, and further and reinforce the felicity, the welfare of the society. What? The welfare of the society. Vasantavad, like the spring season. What does the spring season do? The wind of the spring season starts blowing, collecting fragrance from so many different flowers and other areas, and they start spreading. The wind starts spreading it to places where the fragrance is not. Similarly, collecting the beautiful truths and essences from so many scriptures and similar accounts. They collect them, and they start spreading it before an attentive crowd, a listening crowd. The spring season does it with no intention at all. It simply does it naturally, as a natural sequence or a flow. In the same manner, they have the great and the unique and the much desired self-knowledge, self-realization. Having gained it in abundant measure, the knowledge starts overflowing from their brain, overflowing from their system. And wherever people need it and ask for it, they liberally, wholeheartedly shed it. Like the Vasanta Rudu, the Vasanta Maruta. Vasantavallokahitam charantaha. Now this is the background of human life, a good human life. When the Delhi professor came and asked me, what is the purpose of human life? I felt that he was not one who was fit enough to know it. The purpose of human life is to become a Vasanta Rudu, a Vasanta Maruda. Be like that. Shed all your selfishness. Live in this world, decorating it, ornamenting it, benefiting it, beautifying it, relieving it, ennobling it, enlightening it. Acquire, gain whatever you want for the purpose. Undergo whatever austerity is necessary. Do it. Be ascetic if you want. Be learned if you so want. But the whole development is a hearty development. The heart should become Mangalatma. It should become auspicious. Drop ideas of my family, my children, my grandchildren. अरे कितने हो गए हैं? सभी की कहानी एक समान है. फिर भी, as a poet has said, कांतायि मे तनयायि मे गृहायि मे पशवस्तु मे एवं नरो मेष समान रूपः एवं नरो मेष समान रूपः मे कृतः कालवृगेण नीतः. In Sanskrit, when you say me, its meaning is that mine. So he says, Kantayi me tanayayi me. These wives are mine. These children are mine. Grihayi me. These buildings are mine. Pashavastvi me. The animals, all these are mine. Evam naro, in this manner. Evam naro. Mesha samana rupaha. Who will always say meh? Goat. So the goat is saying meh. And when it was producing this sound, it was announcing its identity. Suddenly, Kalavrgena Nidaha. Time in the form of wolf comes and catches hold. Bas, chala gaya. This is our fate. Evam naro mesha samana rupaha. Meme krita Kalavrgena Nidaha. Every one of you is going to end your life like that. Meh. This is it. See, let us shed this. Let us be something different. Let your heart be sublime. Everyone is born in a family, we know. We have to be born in a family. But your mind need not remain constricted in the family. As are your children, so are all the children in this world. As are the people dear and near to me, so are all the people in this world dear and near. So from the family life you should have an expansion, an enlightenment. What happens? The reverse happens. Vasantavallokahitam charantaha tirna swayam bhima bhavarnabam janan. They first of all make their efforts and cross the ocean of worldliness. After having crossed it, they become fit enough, equipped enough to lead the others also. Here is a boat, very stable boat. I am going to command it. Come, enter into it. I will take you across. Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnabam janan. This world is an ocean. Bhima, Bhava, Arnava. Arnava means ocean. Bhava means worldliness or world. Bhima means fierce, stupendous, imposing. Having crossed this Bhima, Bhavarnava, ahetuna anyan abhitarayantaha, they always help the others to go across. And in so doing, they have no special motivation. They have no special desire. They have got the capacity, they have got the mind, they have got the compassion, they have got the felicity to offer. Therefore they do it. No motivation is there at all. See, when we went to United States, we spoke to a white crowd. It was arranged by Adult School of Montclair. They put a price for the talk. I was told by Pankaj, I said, I'm not happy at all, but what can we say? So we left the matter at that. But even now it is irking. It is aching me. See, I would like to spend my lifetime, the remaining time, without putting any charge for what we do. If we were to put a charge, it will be in crores and crores, multi-crores. See, whatever we do should be a free offering. Of course, people also offer something. They offer thousands, 10,000, lakhs also, very good. There is no objection at all. See, we have received an offering from somebody in Bombay. It is 1.25 lakhs of rupees. Nothing he has written, his name and address alone are known. We don't know why he has sent that money. The assumption is that the Inner Spiritual Splendor Disha channel telecast, he must have heard, and it must have been an offering for that. We assumed, and we have written a receipt in this manner. But it's an offering. We never stipulated saying that this much is the charge for what I do. Even I think it's absolutely unthinkable for a sage. We have left everything. Our income producing effort, everything we left. House, blood relations, everything is left. After that, what is it that we are going to offer? We have nothing to offer. If we speak, it's a natural flow, that's all. So, ahetuna anyanapi tarayantaha. When I read all these things, I would like to embody it in myself. Otherwise, I don't read. Whatever I read it only when it has a relevance to me. And relevance means I must be like that. Otherwise, I don't read. Even if I read, I will pass it on, bypass. Ahetuna anyanapi tarayantaha. So, if at all I speak to you out of a natural sequence of matters. What else shall I do? Ma always tells me that you are overexerted. I say, Ma, what do? I only speak and write. Nothing else I do. So where is the overexertion? I either speak or I write. Only 2 items of work I do in my life. Either speak or write. And write sitting upon a chair, on the computer, or otherwise I dictate, etc. Or I speak, meet people and talk. So understand it. This is the culture of our land. This is the cultural greatness of our land. Cultural majesty of the land. I use 3 words. Characteral elegance, behavioral majesty, and interactional excellence. This is the message that I have to give to the people. In character, be elegant. In behavior, be majestic. And in interactional life, you be excellent. Do not be second to anybody in this world. Be first, without any competition. Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo.
Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha.
Vasantavallokahitam charantaha.
Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan.
Ahetuna anyanapi tarayantaha.
Ahetuna anyanapi tarayantaha.
There is a word in our culture called Loka Sangraha. Lokasangraha is a Sanskrit word. This is generally used in the context of Mahatmas, Sajjanas, enlightened people, knowers of truth, and the rest. What does it mean? Their life and whatever activities they perform, pursue, it's always meant for the goodness and the welfare of the society. I generally put it for the cohesion and well-being of the society. The word actually means Loka Sangraha. Lokasya Unmarga Pravritti Nivartakam Karma Loka Sangraha. As the society continues to live, you will find there will always be various elements of corruption and malpractices. Do you understand? Do you agree or not? There is a proverb. What is that? When prosperity is there, men decay. See, our minds begin to decay, that's all. It just happens. You leave everything to itself, then you will find no progress, no solidarity can be had. So when we have a large scope, then we were saying Britishers were robbing us of our wealth. Now, I don't know how many Britishers were there. Persons in authority would have been much less than what we have now. As far as the calculation I have is concerned, we have about 9,000 IAS officers in India and about 900 elected ministerial representatives. So altogether about 7,000 people are there. I don't know whether during the British regime so many people were there. Now everyone has got the key for public money in one way or the other. When money grows, men decay. It's a natural development. Why am I mentioning this? The role of Lokasangraha comes because of this plight. As the society continues to live, a number of corruptions, a number of malpractices will creep in. Now somebody should come up and then say this is not right, and enlightening the people and persuading them through enlightenment, they will have to be brought back to their rails. So finding the society going wrong, walking the wrong way, somebody takes up the responsibility of explaining to them, for us the Shastras are there. What you do is not right. We will not talk to anybody individually. Collectively the criticism is offered so that nobody is offended. From a public platform, I speak a lot, and hearing me people even smile. When I explain the corruptional elements in humanity, all of them, because they are not personally attacked, it's only a general evaluation. This Lokasangraha is something done by enlightened people. Arjuna came to the battlefront in Kurukshetra after 13 years of preparation. And when the chariot was stopped before Bhishma and Drona, in front of Bhishma and Drona, suddenly Arjuna felt a colossal sin facing him. And he laid down his weapons and said, I am going to leave the battlefield and I am going to be an ascetic man. Was it right or not? No answer? It was wrong. Now Krishna, if he was not there, Arjuna would have left. So Krishna admonished him, exhorted him, stopped him, and gave him the correct point of view. Ever since then, Krishna's gospel continues to guide our society. It was a conversation that transpired between two individuals, two individual administratives, almost kings you can say. And that personal dialogue between the two transpired at one time in the battlefield of Kurukshetra has become the norm, the ideal, the standard for all of us. Anybody who reads Gita, he will always admit the fact that corruptional elements are in me and I cannot permit it. And what are the corruptions? Deva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. There is a chapter. Asura Sampat. What is the Asura Sampat? What is the Devi Sampat? That is mentioned. What is good? What is bad? So enlightening the people in this manner, bring them back to their rails. This is the role of Loka Sangraha. Whenever a sannyasi, a person like me, he appears in the society, in the company of householders, addresses them, you will find what we do is Loka Sangraha. People generally give a name social service. What is this social service? A man can be served for his body and bodily needs. He can be served for his mental, intellectual and heart needs. Now what we are trying to do is, there will be primarily some peace in what we say or in our association.